Welcome to the Mayan civilization, senor. Whenever you are ready, I will help you.
Well, I'm gonna go in, senor. With or without you. Stay back, Manuel. I'm gonna take this one alone. Uh-oh. Manuel, help me down.
Hey, wait. Pásame la jar. Hey, hasta la vista, amigo.
See you around, Manuel.
Indiana, we have been waiting for your arrival. Please come in.
Please follow us through the museum. We will take you to the lab where we have been taking care of these critters for the last few weeks now. In the lab, we have actually recorded some of their life cycles here on the wall. Over here to the right, you'll see beetles, the pupa state, as well as a little bit of the larva-like state. The critters have also exhibited signs of love-making and war. Plenty of carnage for the last couple weeks. Now please talk to our specialist now. Dr. Wong and Lionel have sent her for you. Here she is. So I received an initial head count of 9 mealworms. They were placed in this habitat over several weeks now. This is their first week in the lab right here. They're actually in their larva-like state. They're also known by a scientific name of this right here. Proceeding to week 2, I decided to do their first experiment to see if they would actually travel towards substrate. Only one mealworm actually made it to the substrate, so under these trials, I proposed no conclusive data. Shortly after the experiment, we had one deceased. His name was Beetlejuice. Here he is right now. But shortly after Beetlejuice's death, we had a couple changes occurring. Our larva-like state critters went into the pupa-like state. They were very dormant individuals and they hardly did anything. So, during the second experiment, I decided to place these pupa-like state to see if they were mobile on their posterior side, and over several weeks I found that several of them would not actually move. But if you do poke on them, they do this, and that's kind of funny. I also forgot to mention during week 5 we had another metamorphosis change into the beetle state, and after that they started to darken from the light to the dark here, and after that I decided to go ahead and do experiment 3, in which I redid experiment 1 to see if these beetles would travel towards the substrate. The data showed that we had an inconcise conclusion because the beetles decided to wander around instead of go to the substrate. So a few side notes about their adulthood. These are the beetles in their adulthood here. They actually reached sexual maturity at this age. They were mating quite frequently while I had them in the lab. They also showed signs of violent behavior. They actually ripped off the appendages of this almost beetle here. He was actually in his pupa form, and they also ripped out the chest cavity of this guy right here. So at the last head count we had 5 beetles and 4 deaths. My conclusive data is this right here with the life cycle, and that's all I have for you.
Thanks for taking care of my critters. Now I'm off to my next adventure.